Good morning. I'm really excited to come here. I wanted to do some more video about my process with my artwork. And right now I started a new collection, as you can see behind me. These artwork are different from the recent works that I did, which were a lot of more textured and really more abstract, I will say, in a sense, and this one are using shape as a structure, and it's the shape are underlying to the general artwork. And so I wanted to talk about this ongoing new collection of work. For now, it's untitled. The title will come, I guess, when I will be done with more artwork, because I like to have at least 6 to 7, even to 10 artwork for one collection. So I wanted here to come here and explain a bit of my process if you're interested to know more about it. So first I start with a series of small sketches that I do here, and it helped me to get an idea where I want to go, and also just so I can pick up some idea and go a bit faster on the different formats. So I started with a small size artwork, so I'm going to share with you how I started here. So here is a letter size work of art that I did using some pastel oil. This pastel oil this is some materials that I have for a long time. Before, I mean, when I was an art student, I bought some, some material, and I didn't use it a lot, and I switched to painting. But this, I came back to it because it's not a pastel oil very greasy, I will say. It's not dry pastel oil as well, so it kind of stick to the paper, I will say. It's really nice to work with it. If you look at it with more detail, you notice that by intention I didn't cover the whole shape. I like to give a bit of space for the color, some kind of make the color breathe a bit, so that's why you see some white texture inside. I didn't cover the whole shape with the color. I didn't want to saturate the shape. So that's why it gives a bit of texture to the artwork. So this is very intentional. If I wanted to cover the whole shape, and maybe I will do a try, but I will use some painting, so or some very thick ink. But for this series, I'm using some pastel oil. I will put some link under the comments so you can get and try for yourself. So I have a series of small work on paper. So these are letter size. So I didn't sign it yet. The work will be signed in the background. I don't like to have some signature in the front over the artwork. So this size of work will be signed in the back. And the last one that I did, so these work are very colorful. I didn't limit myself to a color palette, but when I start, I just choose a color and I build upon it. I go very freely when building this artwork. So something else, so I wanted to create a bigger size, so I went with this format. So it's some was for paper. I will put a link under the comments, but I put some tape around it, so I will say so that's why you can see a margin, a white margin. I think what I love about this is it makes the artwork breathe a bit more, and since the paper has some natural texture at the end, it makes really nice. So I really love it. And this one is also colorful. I don't want to limit myself with the color, but my next round of artwork for this collection will be with a limited color palette. So When I work, before I put the color on the paper, because I don't, on the small size or large size, I don't try to underline or predefine the shape. I go directly with the pastel oil. I don't use graphite. I just go with it, you know. And so here, before I apply the color, I want to make sure I use the right one or the one I want. So I have a small paper on the side that I use to test the paper, to test the color, sorry. And so my next work of artwork for this collection will be using a limited color palette with more brown color, beige, and a bit of red. So this will be the next one. I will start with a small size, so just to see if it works for me. And I plan to do also some green, using a green color palette as a base and also a blue color palette as a base. So we'll see how things goes, but the colorful work of art don't work for every interior, I will say. It's really good if you want to add a color palette, a hint of color in your interior. So it's not working for everyone, and not everyone like to have colorful artwork. So I want to just try something else, just limit myself with this color, earthy tone, and see how it goes. So this color palette will be interesting for more neutral interior, where you don't want to have a pop of color, you want something more neutral, but I will still use this shape, abstract shape, as the underlying layer in the artwork. In terms of the size, yeah, so I have letter size and I have this 21 by 30 inches work of art. So this one, if you acquire this one, there will be covered with another layer of paper to avoid the color to smudge, and I will roll out the artwork. So this one will be, if you are interested to purchase, they will be flat. I won't roll them. They will be delivered in a flat envelope, sturdy envelope, just to make sure you don't have to. We don't have to roll out this. Yeah. So I wanted to. Yeah. So I want to show you the pastels that I use. So these are very old. Something that I bought in France 20 years ago, when I was an art student, and I didn't use a lot of them. But usually when I paint, I was doing a lot of acrylic painting. I was using these to give a bit of texture over the acrylic surface. And maybe I can show you, because I didn't want to. I selected my color for the next artwork, so I don't want to mix up everything. But the brand is Dalby or Dalb. So this is a pastel oil that I'm using. I'm sure you can still find them on Amazon or somewhere else, but yeah, I wanted to share that. So these are my new art collection. I wanted to come here and talk about it because I think it's nice that you know a bit about how I build this work. I did some reel, so you can see how I built one of the drawing and how I work with that. So I hope you like this new series. I hope to come back here more often so you can discover more of my work and my process when creating a new work of art. So thank you so much, and I wish you a wonderful day.